we're now learning that Chinese Foreign Minister Wang has met with Canadian Foreign Minister Anita Anand in Beijing. Both countries have reaffirmed willingness to enhance dialogue, exchanges and cooperation in various fields. Now, according to Wang, China is willing to strengthen communication with Canada, enhance mutual understanding, eliminate disruptions and rebuild mutual trust with a forward-looking spirit in order to advance the improvement of bilateral relations. Meanwhile, Anand stated that Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney attaches great importance to cooperation with China and is committed to recalibrating the Canada-China relations. Now, also according to her, Canada supports multilateralism and is ready to closely coordinate with China in multilateral platforms to jointly uphold the status of the United Nations and support free trade. Now, this of course comes as long-standing tensions between the two countries have been simmering, but we're seeing a turnaround as far as the Carney administration is concerned. Remember, earlier in August, Chinese officials imposed preliminary anti-dumping duties on Canadian canola, which again was a development that came a year after Ottawa announced a 100% tariff on Chinese electric vehicles. More recently, Beijing has indicated that lifting auto tariffs could lead to relief on canola duties, but up until now, Canada has not really specified any particular deal with regards to this, emphasizing that negotiations are covering a wide range of issues beyond single sectors as well. Still with us on the broadcast is Dr. Sato Rotnagar. Interesting development because we know that Canada is the United States' second largest trading partner. But in recent times, we've also seen the Canada-US trade and tariff tiff as well. In light of bottlenecks in global supply chains, as you've just pointed out, how crucial is it then that a major trading partner of the United States of America is now shaking hands with China in Beijing?
This event between Canada and China will happen because of the APEC will happen in Korea, and the many leaders of the belong to the APEC will visit this area, so it is a good timing to hold such kind of meeting. But at the same time, it is true the Canada and US negotiation is of course still ongoing, and indeed this is not a good situation to conclude just now. So this is a situation China can exploit it. But at the same time, view from the Canada, indeed the trade with China is both good and bad is included, because in case of the fentanyl issue, because the fentanyl came to Canada, the US imposed a tariff to Canada, that has happened. So products came from China create a problem with the United States. That is the situation in Canada. So trade with China is of course directly this is beneficial for Canada. The Canadian believe for a long time, and if they negotiate with the United States, this is one kind of alternative income, and that is beneficial on surface. That is true. But at the same time, that this Canada and China relation, China trade could create another problem with the United States too. So both good and bad exist for Canada. So that's why even if Canada meets China, during Canada-US negotiation has not going well, this is not a chance for Canada to improve the relation with China, I think. This is a more careful manner that Canada need to do, and Canada will act as a careful manner, I think.
Indeed, and as you pointed out, is this more of a necessity than Canada really genuinely wanting to do this, rather than to just sort of balance out and diversify the amount that it imports, that it sources from the world?
Yeah, diversity, view from diversity, diversified their trade partner. In this case, indeed, both US China should not be the main for Canada, the Canadian believe, I think. Because another country will not create a problem with the US so much. But if the Canada trade with China, automatically it will create a problem with the United States. So that's why this is not a good choice. So as a diversification, view from diversification, more partner is needed, more third partner is needed. Europe is partner, Africa is partner, or India is partner, of course, or Japan is partner. The diversification could possible, and this is a good choice for Canada. The Canadian believe I think. So that's why. But in this case, this is not a trade with China or trade with trade with the main partner. It's not a diversification.
All right, so thank you so much for taking our time and sharing your analysis with us on NewsX World Today. With that, viewers, we're shifting focus to some further developments coming in. A group of 64 South Koreans who had been detained in Cambodia for alleged involvement in cyber scam operations arrived at the Incheon International Airport. South Korea had sent a team to Cambodia on the 15th of October to discuss cases of fake jobs and scam centers involved in kidnapping dozens of its nationals. Now, as per reports, more than 1,000 South Koreans are believed to be among about 200,000 people of various nationalities involved in scam compounds in Cambodia. Listen in to what South Korean authorities had to say.
정부는 이번 방문을 통해서 캄보디아 정부의 그간의 단속 노력과 우리나라와의 긴밀한 협력 의지를 확인했습니다. 이를 바탕으로 정부는 캄보디아 내 우리 국민 대상 스캠 범죄 근절을 위해서 효과적인 시스템을 구축하고 이를 적극적으로 활용하도록 하겠습니다.
캄보디아 당국이 체포가 돼서 우리한테 통보가 되면 거기에 맞는 방식으로 우리 법적 절차에 따라서 송환을 해서 우리나라 법의 심판을 받도록 하고 아울러 그 체포된 사람들의 국내 조사를 통해서 보이스피싱 규모를 조직을 전모를 항상 밝히는 데 주력을 하도록 하겠습니다. 좀 전에 여러분들 들어오셨을 때 제 앞에 박스 같은 거 보이셨잖아요. 그게 이제 캄보디아 당국으로부터 받은 휴대폰 포함한 증거물들이거든요. 그런 증거물에 대한 교류 이런 것들이 신속하게 원활하게 이루어져서 초기 수사도 원활하게 이루어질 것을